Yeah, hello folks. I'm back again with a new video. In our previous videos, we have seen everything we need to know about Django, and in this tutorial, we'll be talking about the complete setup for your React project. And yeah, let's get this party started. Go to your browser and say node.js download. Then you'll get a link right here, right? Click on this, and we better use pre-built installer and go to this. If you are on Windows, Mac OS or Linux, go for your respective operating systems and download your node.js. Just click on it, it will download you the installer, and open the file to start installation. Let it compute the space requirements and the necessary stuff, and later click on next and accept the permissions it was asking. And you can make it in this folder, or you can change the destination folder if you want, but in my case I don't want to change. Just click on OK, then next. See, if you could see this, you will be get npm and all the modules and node.js which are added to path, and click on next. And if you want to do this, you can also do this and click on next. Finally install. If you click on install, everything will be get ready for you, and go with it like I have already done this. So, and when you are installed, you will get the same dialog box, and click on finish and open up your command prompt and say node space minus v to check the version of the node.js we have installed, and the version of npm space minus v. If you won't get the versions, go to your environment variables and add them manually. Like, adding environment variables is not a big task. Let me open up my file manager and see. Go to this PC and see, right, and programming files, and inside is node manager, right? Node.js, right? Yeah. Just copy this path. Control C, copy. Go to your environment variables. Say type env and hit enter. And environment variables, downside path, and here you go. Like I have already added. If you haven't add that, just add it. Click on OK, OK, OK to save the changes. And now check if it is been installed. I mean, if the version is uh, like if it is showing the current version or not. So node space node space minus v for version, and npm space minus v. And when you get the versions for both the node and npm, yeah, we are now ready for creating our React project. Yeah, previously we have created an environment, right? Now whenever we work on our project, we need to start from activating the environment, and dot slash env slash scripts slash activate to activate our virtual environment, and ls to list, and cd to my project, and that's what our project is. And ls, yeah, if you could see, we have our app, like that is what our Django app is, and this is what our project is. Now within this position we need to make our React app so that we can make an integration of both the things and we can work on it later. And let me tell you how it is. So we have installed npm and node.js, right? Now we use a simple command, npx create react create react app followed by your app name. In my case it's react app, and you need to wait for a while because this is not just like Django. It will take you some time, like it is much more to download, and since it's a large one, it'll take some time. You can even have your coffee break in this time. It will take you almost 2 to 3 minutes, maybe, as per your configuration of your system. It may take you. And if you could see this inside your app, like inside your my project, inside your project you have app, and later you have your project followed by your React app that was created just now using this command, right? Let me tell you one thing. While downloading this, actually we use this command because we come up with some, we'll have some built-in tools. Like there are some advantages. We'll have a project structure which is pre-defined, that is meant for developers, so that the work time will be easier and it could save you a lot of time. And we have some built-in tools like Webpack, Babel, and Aslin to optimize the production builds and to streamline the development cycle. We have hot reloading in a sense. As soon as you save in your code base, the changes are quickly applied into your web page. It is very fast, and it is ES6 plus supportive, which means that it allows contemporary JavaScript features like arrow functions and spread syntax. We use arrow functions in our project, of course, and we'll discuss them later. And we have some built-in testing, like it runs tests with just and React testing libraries. And we also have CSS support, like we have some built-in CSS, SASS, and CSS modules, which are helpful for cascading, styling our UIs and everything. And yeah, that's what we can talk about. In like there are much more, but this is what the main thing comes. Yeah, we got our project structure, guys, and you need to remember these commands: npm start to start your development server, and build, like we run build. We are going to serve this project what we have created. Then we make a development server, I mean the production server. For that we use npm run build, and of course we'll use it later. And npm test to test our runner. Npm run eject, this is this is a single way command, like once, which is used to delete files and dependencies, whatever it is. But this is only one way. If you delete something, you cannot make a rollback option. So be careful while you are removing something else from your app directory or whatever it is. And yeah, this is what the commands we need to use. We need to go to our React app, and then we need to start our project. Just copy these two commands and paste them right here. Okay, of course, yes. And we are inside our React app and we are starting our development server. Hit enter. If you could see React scripts, remember this. Starting the development server. You can use these links also if you are getting slow. Yeah, this is our project that is running for the first time when we run npm run npm start, and this is what our first. And let's explore our project structure and view this and what are the requirements and how we get this and everything. And if you see learn react, it's going to official website of the react, and we have routing, and we have some text, we have some animation logo, and let's explore them all. And if you could see, okay, we haven't started our development server, right? Okay. And if you could see in our React app, we have node modules, which are a bunch more. Actually, there is nothing you need to deal with node modules. Uh, they came along with your project folder whenever you create your project. And these node modules contains all the dependencies and sub-dependencies of your entire project. You don't have to look over them. And in this your public folder, it contains the public assets of your application, including React icon. It's an icon. .ic for icon. Index.html is your entry point of your entire React app. And if you see this, and remember this id equals to root, and this single word, if you change this, your entire project structure will get messed up. id equals to root is one of the most important thing that you should not touch. If you touch this, then you are going to face problems even in the further. And this is your logos. Like, if you could see in your public, it is all the public assets of your application, right? Like robots.txt is a file which is present in your website, like not your website, for any website. If you could go check any website, robots.txt is something which give permissions. Like, see, here is something like disallow. If something is disallowed, you cannot access them. Okay. And there will be some files you need to deal with, and so that not everyone will look after them. Robots.txt file tells you. And we'll talk about source src folder later. And git like we have initiated a git, right, previously. And package, see, in package.json we have dependencies and scripts. This is what we need to look after, and you don't have to look after the remaining. And if you could see, we have start, build, test, eject, which are the four commands we have seen previously, right? And when we talk about dependencies, see, we have React, like everything will be present in your React itself. And React DOM is the entry point of DOM. DOM in a sense, document object model. And we have discussed what is DOM and why is it used. This is present in our first video of our React Django series. And of course, let's discuss it. DOM is actually a document object model which creates a DOM tree for your which creates a DOM tree for your page that was loaded. See, whenever a page is loaded, it creates a DOM tree. DOM creates a DOM tree. DOM tree consists of entire elements present in that page. That's it. And React scripts. And I told you to remember something like React scripts. That is used when running your scripts. And Web Vitals is something new. And this is like, these are the three main components, and they are the remaining dependencies. And package log.json consists of some packages and some node modules. And let's talk about source folder, guys. src, and we have app.css js. And one thing I'd like to tell you is React.js is completely a JavaScript framework. Everything we write, everything we do is completely based on JavaScript. It is not necessary that you need to know everything related to JavaScript. Even when I am starting, even I don't know completely. Like I don't know the JavaScript completely. I just know the basics, like how to declare a variable and what kind of functions we have. And having a basic knowledge of JavaScript is perfectly all right. And yeah, app.js is the main application component actually. And since we are at the beginning stage, if you can see, there is something called app link, and we have a href reference, right, which is pointing to official site of React. And if you could see this, and this is our link that is pointing to, and class name is app logo. And where does this app logo came from? And this came from app.css. See, app logo, like for app.js we use app.css. Of course, app.js is the main file actually for our upcoming videos. And app.css, we can include entire css for our project within this single file also, and this will handle entire css, of course. And test.js is used, this is a test file for your main application component, and we use while testing maybe. And index.js and css. Index.js is the entry point of our application. And if you could see this index.js and this index.html, this is a html file actually, but this is our js file, which is where everything related to DOM, trees, index.css, and this app, everything is present inside index.js, right? And yeah, this is our entry point. This is not unlike index.html. And index.css is just common for JavaScript. We have css, right? That's it. And logo.svd. Okay, this came from an external link. Okay, it's not opening, no worries. And the remaining files are something that we don't have to explore them. Just leave them. And in our project we use index app.js. Actually uh, we use app.js, we use app.css, and yeah, that's it. And we create a folder which consists of the pages we need, the components we can maintain, and everything. That our first project folder itself, we create a folder that is essential for handling pages and components. We'll dive into how creating pages and components later. Yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. If you like the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.